Hello, this is a video of how to do Mad Chainsaw mode in Resident Evil 4 Remake, the demo. You get to the main menu where it says main game, and you hold down L1 and R1, and while you hold those two down, you hit up, left, down, right on the D-pad, and then you hit square, triangle, circle, X, X, all while holding the L1 and R1 down. I can confirm that works. That's how I did it. But people on the internet say for the other input controllers, it's the same. It's L1, R1, up, left, down, right, but you hit X, Y, B, A with the Xbox controller. And with keyboard and mouse, you hold Shift and Space while typing in WASDRIEF. And I've tried to get that to work, but I have not been able to do that. But that's what people on the internet say. So, anyway, here's a video. Me
not good.
doing this. I do the TMP is the easiest way I've found to do it. So I use the hidden TMP in the bottom of the well, which you need to, before you open the main gate to the village, you need to discard everything in your inventory. But you don't have to do it until then. And you get to keep the TMP from now on. It's like a permanent unlock. And I like to use it on these two super ganados here. Oh, these two. And then on this last one, I bait his charge, and then I run away until he finishes his animation there. He kind of does two lunges, one to make you think he's done, and then one last one. You just run backwards out of range, and then you can just run by this guy. He never turns around in time enough to get you. And the rest of it, I just skip every single pickup because I have to discard my inventory anyway to unlock the well with the TMP. So the rest of this is just me running. And to beat Mad Chainsaw mode, you have to kill Salvador, I think his name, the chainsaw guy. You have to kill him or the timer will not run down. At first I didn't know that, and I just ran around forever until I couldn't survive any longer, but you have to kill the chainsaw guy. That guy with the pitchfork there, sometimes he can hit you when you try to run by him, and so I get ready to block, to parry with the knife, which is something you can do in this game. You can parry just about everything if you hit L1 or the knife ready button right when his attack would have hit you. And right here is where I was talking about where you have to discard your whole item, your inventory, before you open the gate. If you don't do that, the well cover will be there and you will not be able to get down the well. Now I like to at first run up here and get this grenade in this box that sometimes spawns. It's worth doing. That time it wasn't a grenade, but sometimes it is. And you can just run past that lady, and if you're a little lucky, she won't be blocking the door by the time you go. Now you can duck under weapon throws that the enemies do. So that's what I did there. And then there was the well entrance that you go down, and here's the TMP. You want to be as quick as you can here because they are going to be right behind you. So you got to loot the chest and then those 4 barrels, and then you got to go because they come from both directions here. Sometimes they'll already be down here. Now this is kind of tricky. Well, this time I got lucky, but there's a lot of guys up there sometimes. There I parried the pitchfork and ran straight for the shotgun house. I don't bother blocking the window because it kind of slows me down. The most important thing I want to do here, besides loot the shotgun and grenade, is kick off this ladder because they can start coming up pretty quick. There's shotgun ammo on the bed, a grenade and a shotgun. By the time I finish looting, the chainsaw guy and some ganados will already be here. This is where I like to do most of my damage on the chainsaw guy here. The TMP should be saved mostly for the chainsaw guy because it eats him up. If you can manage to get the chainsaw guy stunned while you're really close to him, you can use your knife with R2 to stab him with the knife, and I've heard people on the internet say that it does a ridiculous amount of damage, like more than a grenade. So I don't remember if I do that in this video or not, but it's a shortcut to getting him dead quickly. The only downside is you lose your parry tool. I like to come over here because it funnels them all. They can only come from one direction. I use the shotgun to stun the Ganados until the chainsaw guy gets here. I see that there's a super Ganado there which can one-hit kill you if you don't use your knife, so I just didn't want anything to do with that. So I just got out of there. The super Ganados are the ones that have the broken neck. And I like to come in here at some point in the run if possible to get the grenade in the corner of the room there that you saw. That's a 100% grenade drop. Through here, there's the fire trick you can do with the poor cow. Kind of had that Ganado get pushed by the cow the whole way, which is kind of glitchy. Now here's where I get some free hits on the chainsaw guy. This is where I light him up. I think I kill him here. Never mind. This area here is the best place to go. If you saw there that little indication when he went down on one knee, if you're not close enough, you don't need to bother doing it because it'll just get you killed. But you could, if you were close enough to him, you could put a knife in his face. He's dead there, and I forgot to loot him. But if you go up, if you manage to go up there and loot him, you get a lot of money, pesetas or whatever. Which, if you loot him, you get so much it gives you a grate on the score thing at the end if you survive. But from here on, I just have to outlast the timer since I killed the chainsaw guy. My favorite loop includes this little area over here behind the shack because it kind of funnels him again. Actually kind of surprised by how ineffective the grenades are in this. I guess just because it's on the hard difficulty or whatever, but I always assume it's going to clear the whole area out when I use a grenade, but you'll see it.
There you go.
It doesn't give me very much of a break. That lady was very hungry. I think it gets pretty dicey here. I missed my parry. But I see the pitchfork lady coming, so I get ready to parry. I get that parry, but I get stabbed in the back. And then I get grabbed. And at this point, I'm really panicking. I duck the axe. And this is where I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna make it. And that's it. I've found that it is easier than trying to keep all your items through the whole thing and not unlock the TMP well. The TMP is just so good that it obviates the shotgun even for just stunning the Ganados. You get so much ammo down in the well that it just eats up the chainsaw guy. But yeah, that's how you do it. And I didn't get the great combo thing because I didn't loot the chainsaw guy. But yeah, there you go.